Okay, this morning we're gonna make resurrection rolls. So you're gonna need a can of the refrigerated crescent rolls. I just got the original, the 8 count. I also need to preface, I've never done this before, so if this doesn't work out, well, it was supposed to. I don't know what I did wrong.
You can need marshmallows.
8 marshmallows. You'll need a 1/4 cup of melted butter.
Melted.
You'll need some ground cinnamon.
2 tablespoons though. 2 tablespoons.
And some white sugar. Optional are cupcake liners. It just depends on how easy you want this cleanup to be. So we're gonna try it with cupcake liners, and I found these pretty Easter ones, so we're excited about that. So the first thing we need to do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Next thing we need to do is combine the cinnamon and sugar in a small bowl. Let me grab a small bowl.
Small bowl. Ooh. No. I do want this. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so you need 2, excuse me, Caleb. You need 2 tablespoons of cinnamon.
Can I do it?
Okay, so you're gonna stick it in there. I'll let you do the sugar. You stick it in there and you get it. Make sure the spoon
Can I
is
do the
full.
sugar instead?
No, you can do this. And then you bring it up so it makes it flat. And then put it in there.
Don't.
And do one more.
Again.
Make sure that spoon is full. Okay, and then pull it up. Scrape, no, you gotta scrape it against the top. Good job. Okay.
Wash it off.
Yep, I'm just gonna wipe it off, and we'll use the same spoon for the sugar.
Can I do the sugar? If you have another
Yes,
spoon, you can use another.
Yeah, but.
I love sugar. I'm going to eat the sugar.
Okay, so Caleb.
Oh, I just want to eat the sugar super bad.
That's gross. Okay, so you're gonna stick that in there.
I love sugar.
You gotta make sure it's full. So see how there's like empty space? So let's get more. And then you kind of shake it so it's flat.
So I can...
Yep. Do it one more time.
Can I stir that?
Oh, try again. Good job.
It's all covered up with sugar.
Perfect.
And
Now
I'm gonna eat
Josie's gonna shake that around. You're gonna
Hey,
close
I
that.
can eat it.
No, don't eat it right now, Caleb.
I love sugar.
Okay. Here, can I have the crescent rolls?
Can I open it?
No, you may not.
I did it.
Alright, we're gonna open the crescent rolls, which is always terrifying. I don't know if you've seen that meme about it being the equivalent of like an adult Jack-in-the-Box. That's exactly how I feel.
You can use the spoon to push into it.
Ah, they stress me out every time. All right.
Can I roll it on the pan?
Hold on.
Well,
All right, separate
Whoa.
crescent rolls into triangles. And then
do
each
that?
person gets one.
So I get to eat one?
Well, yeah, when they're cooked, but they're not cooked yet.
I'll give that one to Caleb. Oh, thank you. I'm going to eat it.
Just wait, don't eat it
He's
yet. Caleb.
kidding. Mom, can I
All
eat
right.
this small piece? Because that
So who remembers
from a different
what this represents?
Jesus is wrapped in when he died.
Yeah, they wrapped him in cloths. So that's what this is.
Mama, can I eat this little piece? Because
Okay.
it wasn't from that. It's from another piece.
Okay, can you wait? Can you give everyone a marshmallow, Caleb?
Oh, yes. 1, 2,
Thank you.
3.
And what does the marshmallow represent?
His body. His body?
Yeah. Okay. So it says, have each person dip their marshmallow into the melted butter that we didn't melt yet. So we're going to go do that.
Come here. And then we have to dip it in this.
Josie, does it say what the butter represents?
The butter represents the oils of embalming.
Embalming.
Yeah, embalming.
Yep. And then what are we going to do?
Squish the buttered marshmallow into the cinnamon sugar. The cinnamon sugar represents the spices used to anoint the body.
Yes. While we're waiting, so we are following this special recipe that we have. It's a St. Luke's only recipe. So anyway, you can find that on our website
Mom,
at stlukesreno.org. Yes, you may have one marshmallow. All right, so we've got our butter. So now it says you dip your marshmallow into the melted butter. And then, hey guys, maybe don't do it like that. Here.
Puppy.
There, where it's right next to each other. So you dip it in there, roll it around in there. I don't know why you're being so shy with it. We're just gonna totally make that happen. Then you roll it around in here.
Who?
It's okay to get a little messy.
Then I get to touch the cinnamon.
Okay? The cinnamon sugar represents the spices. Finally, wrap the marshmallow tightly into the crescent roll. So see, I'm gonna roll it up.
By a chicken nugget?
Caleb.
Can you bring it those here to me, Josie?
Yep.
Can I make this?
Okay. No, can you please wait? Excuse me, move your pad.
Oh, thank you, Mama.
Okay. Anyway, then you wrap it up and you have to make sure that there's no holes. So make sure that you...
So then the marshmallow doesn't pop.
Okay. Okay, so this represents the wrapping of Jesus' body in cloth. And then we're going to stick it in a liner.
This is hard to make sure there's no holes.
It is tricky. I'm going to get the liners ready for us.
And then we put them into liners.
Yeah.
Oh. This is going bad. I did it! Squeeze out the wind. Okay, come on, hole. There are so many holes that keep coming in.
Yep, you gotta squish them all together. Okay, so just place yours in there, and then I'm gonna give you another one to do.
There. I don't want to lick my
How's it going, Caleb? Don't lick your fingers.
Okay.
Can I help you?
Ta-da! Ta-da! I want to lick my fingers.
Don't lick your fingers.
Why not?
Because you're not done.
Get one marshmallow?
Yep. Get a marshmallow and do the same thing.
This is hot. This is hot. This is hot. This is hot. I'm gonna take it in sugar because sugar is the best. This is hard.
Come on, Caleb.
I think you should not let a little child do this. They might lick their fingers.
You're so funny.
I'm not kidding. Yeah, they might lick their fingers because of the cinnamon. Cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah, they're probably gonna be really good.
But they can only help if their mom lets them, or their dad lets them lick their fingers.
Caleb, you don't. There's. I know, and I can help you. Okay, here. You do another one of these.
On top of it?
No.
I'll do the last one. Help me.
I will. Excuse me. Sit your foot.
I just had to drop it in that team. Poppy.
Every recipe, I don't know, I feel like every recipe that says like, oh, it only takes like 10 minutes winds up taking double the amount of time. That's including even when I'm cooking by myself. And that's why I started all the Passover prepping at like 8:30 in the morning.
There's cinnamon
All
on
right,
the
Caleb,
outside.
you gotta wrap it, bud.
What's the Ooh, I can't do it that way. I'm just gonna take them, roll them a little bit, and then pat it. Look what I'm doing, so not holes.
Yep, you did good.
That's the first time I did that. I will make more.
No, we're gonna finish this, and then while it's cooking, we're gonna read a story. Here.
Yeah. Can we lick our fingers from now when we're done?
Yes, and then go wash your hands. Nope,
Why can I not?
because that's gross. Go, guys, go wash your hands. Let's wash hands real quick so we can read our story.
Are those in the oven?
What? I'm gonna put them in the oven while you guys wash your hands. Get going. Go that way. Oh.
I'll go first. Let's go.
Okay, it says that it's gonna take 10 to 12 minutes. But we will see. Can you set that timer for 10 minutes?
Alright, come here. Caleb. Turn it back on. I need to tell Susan. Where's the towel?
Okay, tell me when you guys are ready so we can go read our story.
Ready.
All right, let's go sit on the couch.
And then I want one more.
And we're gonna read.
No.
Oh my
I
gosh.
just want one.
Come on. Emmy got laundry out.
Yeah, that's. Back to the story.
Come on, Caleb.
Okay. Yes,
We are almost done.
Okay.
We're going to read the Easter
story.
story. Come on. We're going to read the Easter story from the Jesus Storybook Bible, which is our favorite children's Bible.
Yeah, I love it.
It's beautifully written and the illustrations are beautiful. It's been super fun because we were able... It's been super great to read with the kids. We've been reading it every night for a couple of weeks just to make sure that the stories were going to line up with Holy Week.
And this is our page.
Yep, so this is our page.
Yeah, because it's Easter Day.
Yep.
And God raises from the dead. And
Don't give away the story.
But we don't. We know.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
God's wonderful surprise. Jesus' friends were sad. How could they never see their best friend again? How could this happen? Wasn't Jesus the rescuer? The king God had promised? It wasn't supposed to end like this. Yes, but whoever said anything about the end? Just before sunrise on the third day, God sent an earthquake and an angel from heaven. When the guards saw the angel, they fell down with fright. The angel rolled the huge stone away, sat on top of it, and waited. At the first glimmer of dawn, Mary Magdalene and other women headed to the tomb to wash Jesus' body. The early morning sun slanted through the ancient olive trees. Drops of dew glittering on leaves and grasses, little tears everywhere. The friends walked quietly along the hilly path, through the olive groves, until they reached the tomb, and immediately noticed something odd. It was wide open. They peered through the opening into the dark tomb. But wait, Jesus' body was gone. And something else. A shining man was there, with clothes made from lightning.
Jesus?
Let's see. Don't be scared, the angel said. But they couldn't help it. They screamed anyway. The angel asked them, "What are you doing here? This is a tomb, and tombs are for dead people." The women couldn't speak. "Jesus isn't dead anymore," he said. "He's alive again." And their hearts leapt. And then the angel laughed with such gladness that they felt for a moment as if they had woken from a nightmare. The other women rushed home, but Mary stayed behind. How could it be true? Jesus was definitely dead. How could he be alive? Just then Mary heard someone else in the garden. Perhaps it's the gardener, she thought. He'll know where Jesus' body is. "I know where Jesus is," Mary said urgently. "I can't find him." But it was all right. Jesus knew where she was, and he had found her. Mary. Only one person said her name like that. She could hear her heart thumping. Turned around, she could just make out a figure. She shaded her eyes to see and thought she was dreaming, but she wasn't dreaming. She was seeing Jesus. Mary fell to the ground. Suddenly, tears filled her eyes and great sobs shook her whole body, and all she wanted in that moment was to cling to Jesus and never let him go. "You'll be able to hold on to me later, Mary," Jesus said gently, "and always be close to me. But now, go and tell the others I'm alive." Oh, I didn't show you the picture.
Or the first page picture.
Yes, I did.
What? Oh, yeah.
Mary ran and ran all the way to the city. She had never run so fast or so far in her life. She felt she could have run forever. She didn't even feel like her feet touched the ground. The sun seemed to be dancing and gleaming and bounding across the sky, racing with her and shining brighter than she could ever remember in the clear, fresh air. And it seemed to her that morning, as she ran, almost as if the whole world had been made anew, almost as if the whole world was singing for joy. The trees, tiny sounds in the grass, the birds, her heart. Was God really making everything sad come untrue? Was he making even death come untrue? She couldn't wait to tell her friends. "They won't believe it," she laughed. She was right, of course.
You didn't draw the page.
Oh, you're right. There's Mary running. We have time for just a little more of the story. So we're going to go ahead and move on.
Yay, what's that?
It's called Going Home.
Oh, what?
Bless you. Jesus' friends were afraid, so they were hiding in an upstairs room with the door bolted shut. But that didn't stop Jesus. He walked straight through the wall. "It's a ghost," Thomas screamed and hid under the table. But it wasn't a ghost. "I'm hungry," Jesus said. "What's for lunch?" Peter gave him a fish, and they all hung back and watched him eat it. "This can't be," they were telling themselves. "It's impossible. It's not happening." But it was, right in front of them. So our next page. "Delicious!" Jesus wiped his mouth with the back of his hand and grinned. "Can a ghost do that?" He winked. And then they all laughed. "I'm really here," Jesus said. And he really was. Peter's heart leapt with joy, and he fell into Jesus' arms, hugging and kissing him, and the others followed. They felt their hearts would burst from the happiness. The friends ate together and chatted happily, and every now and then they'd just gaze at Jesus and have to touch him to be sure they weren't dreaming. Jesus had a real body, but this body was better. It had come through death and couldn't get sick or be killed again. This body would live forever. Jesus had come back with a brand new body.
I have a question.
Yes, question.
How can God walk through stuff? Is he a ghost? No, he's God.
Not a ghost. He's God. He can
do anything.
Yeah.
But he can't. I thought he make wands.
Make wands?
Yeah.
Like wands for magic? He's not a magician.
Oh. So
he doesn't
then
do
he can't
magic.
do it. So he can't. He just is speaking. He just speaks a word and then
playing a trick on you because magic isn't really real.
What? It is, because on Harry Potter Land you can do magic.
Yeah, Harry Potter isn't real.
No, Harry Potter roller coaster stuff, you guys gone to it once?
Yes, I know what you're talking about, but that magic is not real magic, and Harry Potter is just a story.
Mm-hmm. Hogwarts even real, you cannot walk through walls.
That is true. You cannot walk through walls.
But this guy on YouTube showed me it, and then he can go through walls.
Well, he's playing a trick on you.
No, he's not. He's
this
a
is
real
a big
person.
conversation.
Oh, that's because he was going on a ride called the Hogwarts Express.
Okay, should we check on our rolls?
Yes.
Okay.
Dun.
Go check on our rolls. Josie.
They're ready.
That's the timer.
Is it just hot?
Yeah, but hold on, bud. Let's see if they're even done.
Done.
Whoa. Oh man. We must not have sealed.
That was a giant marshmallow.
Those are giant marshmallows now. Giant marshmallows and little bitty thingies.
Can I?
Hey
Oh!
Josie, why don't you get us a knife?
Okay.
Caleb, watch out because that pan's really hot.
That smells good.
Oh, look, there's
Hold on.
Oh, the carnage.
Okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna take this one. Ouch.
That's mine. That's one of mine.
Well, it's beautiful and perfect.
It's the only one that didn't
Okay.
pop. It's almost like the only one.
Are we going to try it?
And we were unsuccessful. Ideally, you would. Well, they're kind of hot, so I don't know that you want to eat them right now.
I do. I like hot stuff. I like a hot dad.
Well, we didn't do it right. Maybe we didn't leave it in there long enough. But ideally, that marshmallow would be gone and it would be empty to signify Jesus raising from the dead. But
Can we?
this is
Can
why
I
I
do
say I
one?
can't cook.
I want to eat one.
Okay, you guys can eat one, but it's really hot. So give it a little time.
And just pick it out for little pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'll
do.
write Mom.
Oh! There it is! Okay, I had a successful one! It's empty! Yes! Do you see it? Do you see? There's nothing in there now.
Check this one. Check this one.
It's a good one. Oh.
Nope, that one's full of marshmallow.
How about that one? Do that one. Do that one.
Are you really gonna make me cut all of them open?
No, not that one. That one.
Well, if you're gonna make me cut them all open, oh, there's another empty one.
Because
Yes, I hope more empty ones. Because then we'll watch
that
it.
one's not empty.
Kimberly says bake them another 5 minutes or so.
That's empty.
Huh?
Kimberly says bake them another 5 minutes or so.
That's okay. They're still gonna taste good, and I had one empty. Ooh, this one's empty too. I've actually had 3 empty, so I'm almost at 50%.
That one.
Oh, I had another empty one. Yes, I got 4 out of 8, so that's something.
I'll eat this one.
All right, well, thank you for joining us today. We'll be back at 10 a.m. for our Easter service, Easter with the disciples. And we look forward to worshiping with you and celebrating with you. Even though we're not in person, we are still able to be together thanks to technology. And that's really exciting. So we're looking forward to a super awesome day. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye. We should probably save 5 for the food. I'm probably just full.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I'm having an empty one.
Me too.
So maybe next time we should just do like a little full. Because then it disappears. That would be a better idea, right?
I did it